Right, so a video look at all the things I've brought to the BrickCon 2021. So, as usual, the Sinclair Spectrum attracted a lot of interest. Please insert your access card, so put in here just a punched card with a hole in it, which indicates that we're to go to level 1. So, sure enough, the computer reads it as a 1 and moves the lift to level 1. So, yes, amazingly enough, the foil and paperclip switch is one of the most reliable things here. Got a selection of items from the 80s, including this arm, which is built from a picture. And this arm moves up and down, and left and right. Oh, and also has a gripper which opens and closes. So, there you go. I talk about the thrill here of building from a picture where you can't really tell what the mechanicals are until you look very closely and you have to extrapolate how it's constructed. In this case with plates on the studs on the side and toggles and so on. Lots of instructions for the set 109. We've got a Commodore 64. The screen isn't quite that bad in real life. It loads from a floppy disk, which is exciting enough for many people. And then you've got the Lego Interface A attached to that with a robot. What I was aiming for here was to have the belt feeding the robot arm, which would then transfer the blocks onto this platter. Then perhaps it would take them off the platter and put them back onto the belt. So theoretically, it could continue running indefinitely. In practice, that wasn't quite the case. So pressed F7 to start the program, and it's going to transport the first block. Now, belt moves along. And of course, we've only got a limited number of sensors. We've got 2 sensors, one on the base of the arm and one on the belt. Everything else is just having to be done by timing, which means if the timing is off, then items fall off the belt. Quite simple, really. Okay, so the idea is that that spells out well lug. These are 3D printed parts. And just give it a bit of a hand there. And what I've usually done is I've run it once, and then I've let it run back to the first position, and then I've pressed stop, and stopped the program with it in that place. Now the next is Apple II running logo. Quick video here of this. So this picks up things from a cradle, if you like. And the idea was that the rubber bands would bring the dumbbell things around, but they don't quite bring them right around. But never mind, it was a good idea. Again, it was an idea for something that could run without intervention, but it didn't really work out that way in practice. There we go here, we've got Phil. Hello, Phil.
Hello.
Thanks for coming to see me.
You're very welcome.
I know there's still a few people here, but I thought I'd just cover a quick video. So the control center is programmable, first programmable Lego product, but it doesn't know how far the arm or the motors have moved. So what's happening here is that the string is getting a little bit over length with each repetition of the cycle. So I just override it a bit by holding down that button, and that just winches the string up. So that solves the problem. Yeah, control center, and then we've got a laptop. So the software in this era allowed both the text programming and graphics, so you could activate things with buttons, which is pretty cool. And so it made good use of the capabilities of the Mac or Windows 95, Windows 98. Won't run on anything newer than Windows 98, mind you. So you do need something like that laptop there, which I bought recently for $50. So the bricks, you've got to put these in, and I had Jake doing this for me at one point today, and I don't think he enjoyed it that much, to be honest. When I was taking part in the speed build challenge, I had to be away for 12 minutes, so I had to get somebody to come and put bricks into this to demonstrate. Most people are surprised. How does it know the difference between yellow and blue bricks? Well, it just uses this light sensor here, so nothing too revolutionary. This was a greenhouse. People often ask me what that was for, and it's not sunny in here, so I have an excuse for why this isn't good. And finally, we move on to the, I think the reason why Jay gave me the award, the President's Choice Award, was for using a Raspberry Pi to control Lego. Now, this was an interesting crash course in Python programming for me, because I don't know anything about Python. So I had to do some research on the internet to see how to pick out parts of an array. So this picks out coordinates from a long list of coordinates. Well, let's just see it working, shall we? So I enter the word brick, press enter, pen goes down, and it moves along. So it's counting pulses from homemade sensors, and it's using those pulses to draw out the shape which is programmed into the program. And I typically ask the kids, what is this shape? And most of them recognise it as a brick. And there we go. It even joins the ends. That was lucky, as you can see. It hasn't always worked so well. Anyway, so that's that was my exhibits at the 2021 BrickCon in Palmerston North. Thanks, of course, to Well Lug for making this event possible. It's great also that we've raised a considerable amount of money for Parafed, Manawatu. So I think that's very important, the fact that we're using our position in the community to do good work. So thanks again to these guys. Phil, how long have you been part of Well Lug?
I've been in the club now for 3 years.
3? I was hoping you were going to say something like 12.
Oh no, not at all. No, not at all.
You've got 2 daughters, haven't you?
Yes, I do. 14 and 16.
Excellent. It's great to see them really involved in this as well.
It's largely because of them we're here. But it gets a bit addictive, but I think it's starting to spread.
Yes, it certainly has.